Thank you, Nikki from the police. We'll now take your questions. Everyone wants to make a statement, then we'll take your questions.
Any questions?
I'll choose the people though. Financial Times.
John Reed from Financial Times. I was wondering whether Israel would be open to any diplomatic interventions, including a possible meeting between the Prime Minister and President Abbas, and indeed whether any foreign powers such as the U.S. have intervened on behalf of this cause.
I called for this repeatedly, including in my recent speech in the UN. I'm perfectly open to it now. I've been talking to John Kerry and other leaders about such a meeting. I think it's potentially useful because it might stop the wave of incitement and the false allegations against Israel. So I'd be open to meetings with Arab leaders and Palestinian leadership in order to stop this incitement and set the record straight.
More questions? Please, sir.
Mr. Dan, I wanted to ask you, there have been reports that some of the people who were upset with what happened in Dura, the arson in Dura, and I'm wondering, wouldn't it be better for the government to make closure on this and to arrest people if they need to be arrested, charged? And the second part of this
one question only.
is,
Moshe, it's not speeches, it's questions.
If the people who are guilty of the crime are not the three boys who are in jail now, why are they in jail?
We are making every effort to find the people and to get the evidence to put them on trial. Anyone in his right mind think that Israel would let these killers free? I condemned it immediately. I went to the hospital. I've yet to hear a condemnation from Abu Mazen, President Abbas, for the murder of these innocent Israelis. Not one word of condemnation. I didn't hesitate for a minute. I condemned it. I went to the hospital to visit that young boy, and we're taking care of it. There's an asymmetry here. Israel will not tolerate terrorism from anyone, Jews or Arabs. Doesn't make any difference for us. But in point of fact, there is a difference because we take an active policy. If we find these murderers and if we have the proof, you'll hear about it immediately. Believe me. You don't need to press me because I'm doing everything in my power to press our security forces on something that is not easy. It's very hard. Sometimes it's hard for us to apprehend Palestinian terrorists. Sometimes it's hard, as in this single case, to find the Jewish terrorists, but we will. I have no doubt about it. I think this the idea that this is justification for murder. What would you say if we said, okay, if Jews are now murdered, as they are, and Israelis unleash a wave of contrary stabbings and attacks, would I condone it? Would I even raise it? I wouldn't. I would say this is outrageous. Nothing justifies the systematic and deliberate slaughter of the innocent. The attempt to menace or maim or murder innocent people. Nothing justifies it. I don't justify it. It's time that President Abbas stops not only justifying it, but also calling for it. He says he wants to see more blood spilled in Jerusalem. And it's time for the international community and fair-minded people to make that distinction. Stop justifying murder and stop calling for murder.
Please, BBC.
Mr. Prime Minister, Lisa said in the BBC, you said you're open to international intervention. We understand Secretary of State John Kerry will come here. He's likely to say that, Mr. Prime Minister, at some point you should go back to the negotiating table. What will you say to him? And if you don't believe negotiations are the way forward, what is the way out?
He's going to call on me for resuming negotiations? I've been calling. Are we living in the same planet, Liz? I've been calling day in, day out, in every forum, in the United Nations, in the US Congress, in Israel, in Jerusalem, in Tel Aviv. I haven't done so in Nepal because I haven't visited. I've called on President Abbas to resume unconditional negotiations immediately. Right now, as we speak, we can meet. I have no problem with that. I think we should stop immediately this wave of incitement against Israel and these attacks, murderous attacks against Jews. The point of my statement is simple. I'm willing to meet him, he's not willing to meet me. And you ask me about the resumption of negotiations? Come on, get with the program. These people don't want negotiations and they're inciting for violence. Direct the questions to them. And by the way, I'm not talking about international intervention. I'm talking about a suggestion that was raised that John Kerry and I and King Abdullah and others would meet. I have no problem with that. We did that a year ago. It was actually fruitful. Could happen again. Why not?
That's what you're calling for.
It's one possibility. If that is fine with me, I'm willing to do it. But I think President Abbas has to stop this incitement. You just saw examples of him lying, barefaced lies. An innocent child executed by Israelis. No, he's not innocent, and he wasn't executed. He tried to murder innocent people, almost succeeded. That's a lie. You should direct your questions to him. You can't give him a pass. In fact, the international community has been given Abu Mazen a pass all these years, and all these months, and all these weeks, and all these days. And when you give somebody a pass when they're inciting violence, they continue to incite violence. And guess what? That violence is picked up by Palestinian youngsters, and they go out and murder Jews, and they murder peacemakers.
We're going to take a few questions now in Hebrew. I apologize to the English speakers who don't understand. Israel Channel 1.